Hi everyone, my name is Fábio. This is Eurovisionhaus, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Red Sebastian, who's competing in Eurosong 2025, Belgium's national selection for the Eurovision Song Contest. Hi.
Hello, good
Hi.
evening.
How are you doing?
I'm very good. I'm very good. I'm very excited because, the snippets just launched this morning of the songs that we are performing this Saturday. And yeah, it's very exciting because I've been working on this song for months and now it's finally going to be out on Saturday. So yeah, very exciting.
Clock is ticking.
Yes.
So before we start in digging into your music journey and all about your song, what you can tell, let's start with some icebreaker games. Okay, the first one is called This or That. So simple, pimple. I'll give you two options and you pick the one you prefer.
Okay.
Okay. No overthinking allowed. Just say the first thing that comes to mind. Cheese or chocolate?
Peace.
Dua Lipa or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Lady Gaga or Katy Perry?
Lady Gaga.
Coffee or tea?
T.
Cats or dogs?
Hats.
Rihanna or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Pizza or sushi?
Sushi.
Hmm. City life or countryside?
City life.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Comedy or drama?
Drama.
Drama, always. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Hmm. Sparkly outfits or casual style?
Sparkly outfits all the way.
Always. Thank you so much. So let's dig into your music journey. How did it all start for you?
Well, I think I was already singing in the womb. So I've been singing my whole life. It's music has always been like the biggest part of my life, and I remember growing up
Mhm.
listening to Whitney Houston, and she inspired me to be a singer at like I think I was 6 years old.
Mhm.
And my parents saw that I was busy doing music, in my free time and always singing and performing and doing little performances for my parents and my family. And so I went to the music academy, and I studied the playing the piano and singing for a long time. And then when I was old enough, I was 18, I just graduated high school. I went to the conservatory to really like study to be a professional singer. And I studied for 5 years at the Conservatory of Ghent, where I had a very nice teacher that you might know, Gustav.
Oh, really?
I I I I I was his student for 5 years, and
How was it?
very nice because I learned a lot of him. I always had female teachers,
Mhm.
and it was very nice to have someone who had like kind of similar range, and he could do something, and I like listened to it, and I just could try to do it too. It was very easy that way. It was very nice to have him as a teacher, and I learned a lot. So yeah, I've been singing my whole life. It's music is like kind of the definition of my life. So yeah, I'm very happy to be in this competition.
And why now? Why Eurosong 2025?
Well, I've been mailing the VRT since like 2017,
Yeah.
because it always has been my dream to be on that Eurovision stage. But I think, I mail them every year. I do feel like 2025 is the year that the first year I am ready for it. I mean, I was still a baby at the time, and now I feel like I'm mature enough and I have experienced enough to
Mhm.
do this competition because it's a lot. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people watching, and it's scary to be on that big stage. So I feel like I've grown into someone that can handle that kind of stress now. And I think that's important in this competition and this Eurovision thing.
Mhm. Because there's a lot to take in, a lot of things to do, you know.
Yes, and also like I mean, it's for everyone, and everyone has different opinions, and you have to be able to take it. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah,
mm, and that's not the easiest thing to do,
not
but
at all.
I
And
feel like 25 years old, I'm now mature enough to like do my
handle
thing,
this.
focus on the job.
Yeah. And what can you tell us about your song?
I can tell you the title. It's called Strobe Lights, and there's also been released a little snippet this morning. And I would say it's an homage to like the 90s rave culture, and
Okay.
it got a lot of like really deep beats, and it's definitely a good party song. I mean, the vibe when I was writing it with my co-writers and producer was like, I want to go to the club and I want to hear this song when I'm like partying. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds promising. And what can you tell us about your performance?
Well, I can tell it will have a lot of red elements, but that's I think. But it's gonna be very cool. I mean, in the song, I go from very low to very high. It's a 3 octave range, so it's kind of heavy. But I really wanted to play with like those extreme things in the act too. So you will see some like power moves and stuff like that. It's gonna be very fun. Yes.
Okay. So two questions before I ask you for a message to all Eurovision fans. Why Red Sebastian?
You mean the name?
Yeah.
Yes, so I grew up watching The Little Mermaids. It was like one of my favorite movies, and there was this little crab
Oh.
that is called Sebastian, and he was red, and he was also the leader of the orchestra in the ocean, deep under the sea. And
Amazing.
that was the inspiration because my real name is Seppe, and I have a friend who's called Sebastian, and they always call him Sebe as like a shorter name.
Version, yeah.
It was Sebastian was not too far from me, but I was like, I need to have something that is memorable, and that's someone who says the name, you immediately think of that person, and I wanted that. And so I thought back of my childhood and things that I loved, and Sebastian of The Little Mermaid was one of them. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. What's your favorite Eurovision song?
Well, it's gonna sound cliche, but I mean, it's my favorite number one all-time Eurovision song, and I mean, it's Euphoria.
Oh, amazing.
Mean, love to sing it live. It's in my set when I go on stage, and it always reminds me of how amazing the song is when I like, and how hard it is to sing as well.
Yes.
But it's like one of those songs that you wished you have written yourself, I wish I could take that song and make it because it's so great, and
It is indeed.
what heaven sounds like in my head. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much. What message do you want to share with your fans, Eurovision fans, and Eurosong fans as well?
Well, I'll stay in this in the style of my song. My song is about just like you go out in the night and you know where it begins, you don't know where it ends,
Yeah.
but those are the most memorable moments, and you just have to enjoy life, give it your all, and just be yourself and like do the things you love, and just yeah, you know, you only live once, and it's important that you just live your life. And I just want to say that because I think Eurovision is such a nice festival that unites everyone, and yeah, it's such a beautiful thing.
It's safe space for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Fine.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.